Hi guys, how are you doing today? I'm Constance. Thank you for joining me in the next episode of this English class. In this lesson we're going to be talking about poetry, and the topic or the title of this poem is I Flight. I Fly. And what we're doing with this poem, we're interpreting the poem, right? Sometimes you get a poem but you don't understand clear what the author or the poet is trying to express in his writing. So in this lesson we'll give you an example of how to pull from what the author or what the poet is saying in his writing or in his poems. First, the first line or the first verse is, "Oh, I have slipped the sorely bonds of earth. I have slipped the sorely bonds of earth." S-U-R-L-Y, sorely bonds of earth. Sorely, which means sour, all right, or bad-tempered, all right. So something is not pleasant there. So, "Oh, I have slipped the sorely bonds of earth, and danced the skies on laughtered, silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed, and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things." So in this first verse, the author he's happy that he has slipped, he has gotten away from earth, and now he's experiencing a joyous, he's having a joyous experience in the sky. You say, and mirth, tumbling, mirth. So tumbling is to have a joyous experience. He's dilly-dallying like those skydivers, right? The tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things. So he's having a hoo-la-la time up in the skies. In verse 2, "You have not dreamt of wheeled and soared and swung." So you have not learned of wheel and soar and swung. Alright? "I in the sunlit silence." It is peaceful. It is quiet there. "Hovering there, have chased the shouting wind, along and flung my eager craft through the footless halls of air." Hovering there, I have chased the shouting wind. So the wind is going, ooh, right? Along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. So he's calling the craft what? Eager. So he's giving a personification to the craft. And footless halls of hair. What is he saying when he says footless halls of hair? That's giving a description of what the clouds look like to him as he fly his aircraft through the cloud. So he's flying his aircraft, and there are clouds there, and there are clouds there, and it looks like a hallway to him. So it says a footless halls of air, because no one can actually walk there. All right, "Hop, hop, the long delirious burning blue, have topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark or even eagles flew." All right, so he's saying hop, hop, he's joyous, he's happy. The long delirious burning blue. So he's talking about the sky being what? Crazy. Not mentally crazy, but excitement crazy. All right, full of joy, excitement. All right, a lot of enthusiasm. So he's saying, hop up, the long delirious burning blue, have topped the windswept heights with easy grace. So he said he has topped the windless heights. Means what? He has mastered it. All right, he has mastered it with grace. All right, where never lark or even eagles flew. So no birds have ever been there. Lark and eagles are birds, and eagles are birds which flies the highest in the sky. All right, and while with silent lifting mind I've trod, and while with silent lifting mind I've trod. So if he had a silent and lifting mind, what is he saying? He's saying he's optimistic, all right? He's not in doubt, he's not in fear, he's not coward, he's not negative, all right? So he's optimistic, he's feeling positive. And while with silent lifting mind I've trod the high untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touch the face of God. So, and while the silent lifting mind I've trod. So to trod is to move. So it is to move, and then he has what? Silent. And his mind is lifting. The eye untrespassed. If some place is untrespassed, that means no one has ever been there before. Alright? No one has never touched it. So he called it untrespassed sanctity. To be sanctity or have sanctified is to be holy. Alright? So the high untrespassed sanctity, this holy place up in the air, of the holy sanctity of space. Alright? So the sanctified place up in the air, which he considers to be holy. Right? To be binding, to be peaceful. Right? He put out his hand and touched the face of God. So did he actually touch God's face? No. But when he says he touched the face of God, he's talking about the elements in the sky. Alright, the sun, the wind, the breeze, the clouds, the dews that are drizzling on his fingers. Because if you take a flight, there are little water drops up in the sky sometimes, and sometimes even the clouds evaporate and turn into water on your hand. You will see it on the windscreen of the plane. So the high untrespassed, untouchable, all right, sanctity of space, a place that in the space where no birds nor nothing has ever gone before. I put out my hand and touched the face of God. So that is the elements he's talking about. He didn't see God up there to touch God's face, but he see, because God is what? A spirit. But the elements, all these elements up in the sky, and it is quiet and peaceful, he considered to be the face of God. So I hope you have liked this poem. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. I hope you have a better understanding of how to break down a poem. Look at the personifications, all right, the alliterations, all the metaphor, all the different literary devices that are used to bring a poem to life. I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing. Please check the description box below for any merch that I've started selling. T-shirt, mugs, coffee mugs, water bottles, all that good stuff are there for you. All right. Please like and subscribe and share these videos and hit the notification bell, so whenever I post a video, you will be the first to have it. My name is Constance once again, and I look forward to you joining me in my next class. Until then, bye-bye.